Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Michelle, Queens Republican Commissioner and President for the 2015 year. And the commissioners, starting from my left, please introduce yourself.
Simon Shimoon, Kings Republic.
Frederick Humane, Manhattan Republican.
Bianca Perez, Secretary, Bronx County.
Ron Castorina, Richmond County, Republican. Good afternoon.
Alan Shulman, Manhattan Democrat.
John Flateau, Kings County, Democrat.
Marie Costello, Richmond Democrat.
Senior staff.
Michael Ryan, Executive Director.
Val Nasca, Director of Communications.
Pamela Perkins, Administrative Manager. Georgia Kukimanis, Operations Manager.
Nina M. Crispino, Director of Personnel.
Kenneth Moulton, Council of Commissioners. Stephen Dennis, Council.
Steve Richmond, General Counsel.
Raphael Serna, Deputy General Counsel.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes of June 9th and June 16th?
I'm abstaining from June 16th.
I'm abstaining from June 16th too.
Abstaining from the 9th, not the 16th.
All right, so can I have a vote on the 9th?
I move that we adopt our minutes of our June 9th meeting.
Second.
I'm
All in
abstaining from
favor?
June 9th, I apologize.
Aye.
Aye.
Carries. June 16th. I'm abstaining.
I'm abstaining.
Move that we adopt the minutes of June 16th. Second.
Got it.
Aye.
Yes, 6. Okay, both June 9th and June 16th has been adopted. Is there anybody like to add anything to the agenda? We'll have an executive session for litigation and personnel. Michael Ryan, you're up.
Steve Richmond, you're up.
Thank you, Mr.
Don't strike out.
Commissioners, in your folder is the draft count of independent nominating petitions. The first day by statute is to circulate July 7th, so we would like to get this adopted, posted. The one action we're going to ask you, Commissioners, to set a date for the hearings. There are no changes to the independent nominating petition will be adopted in January, so those will just be republished with the calendar. But for the hearings, given the change in date of the primary and the religious observances, we're recommending hearings for Thursday, September 3rd. That would be the Thursday after Labor Day at 1:30 p.m. That would give the boroughs 5.5 days without working Labor Day to prepare specs if they get followed the last day of hearings.
Why can't we do it on a Tuesday?
You want to do the Tuesday after Labor Day? The problem then, Commissioners, is that last year to follow specs is Thursday, August 27th. If you made it on the second, that Tuesday, they'd only have 3.5 days to do the specs. And the following Tuesday is Rosh Hashanah.
Oh,
And, correct, I'm sorry, the following Tuesday is the Tuesday after Labor Day. The 10th is the primary, so the 8th, the 8th would be the Tuesday after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait for the 8th?
yeah, why don't we do that? There probably aren't going to be that many independent races this year, so we could probably do it at a regular meeting and not go crazy.
Okay, so we'll make it Tuesday the 8th at 1 o'clock, or 1:30.
I move that we make the hearing date Tuesday.
Tuesday,
September
8th.
September 8th.
At 1:30.
Before.
It's the day after Labor Day, Commissioners, and the day, 2 days before the primary.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve, that gives everybody enough time.
Well, that gives them more time now, so clearly, instead of having 5.5 work days, they now have over a week to get the specs done. And as I think, Commissioner, you're right, there's probably only going to be a few independent nominating petitions for a couple of the open legislative seats that will be either are opened or will be opening.
July 28th, 29th, do we have other hearings?
Yeah, those are for the designating petitions. Those are for the party positions, as well as the public offices for the 6 parties that may be filing petitions.
I just need to know what dates we have to be available.
I would think Tuesday, definitely. We will have the week before we'll have a sense of how many specs get filed. So we'll set the actual calendar.
Tuesday?
And Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday, I think you would
The
want to
date
block.
attached to that, please?
July 28th and 29th. I
Potentially
don't,
the 30th.
the 30th would only be, Commissioners, if there had to be a recall from the first day, that couldn't be done that day.
Right, and oftentimes, for the
It's only-
third day, we do
We
a
do
committee.
committee. If it's only one or two, we do a
Depending on the
committee.
volume of petitions and prima facie, we usually do either 2 or 3 boroughs on the first day and usually the biggest 2 on the second day, just to do it. So depending on the volume this year, I think Manhattan may end up with more petitions than any other borough right now. But the independent nominating petitions, we'll do it there, and then Commissioners, any OTV petitions are the following Tuesday at your regular meeting, the first week of August, so that's the regular meeting. So the only days right now I would block out would be Tuesday, the 28th of July, and the 29th to be safe.
But it's full days, for those.
And the independent nominating petitions are usually done within an hour at the most of your regular meeting. Thank you, Commissioners. We'll get this posted on the website for everybody, and we'll get the rules book republished, so for those people who need it, we'll have it before the first day of the circuit.
And Tuesday, September 8th is petition hearing for independent nominee,
Independent nominating petitions.
which would then appear on the general election ballot.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Do you need a vote on that date again?
You made a motion.
No, there wasn't a
Yeah,
vote.
No,
No formal vote, yes.
motion's been made to adopt September 8th. As the calendar. The second?
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? No. Ryan, anything else? No?
There's no movie? I was a little disappointed. We're gonna see Casablanca or something?
Yes.
We'll always have that.
All right, Bronx has executive. We're going to move into executive session. If somebody's leaving and not here. You adjourn for June 30th, next week. Next week's meeting is June 30th. Is there anybody not going to be present?
Next week, June 30th. Neither will I.
That's 3. 4.
Are we gonna set meetings after every meeting? Every
Can't,
time?
it's not,
I
it's not
can't-
working out
I can't do
for our
it.
schedule, to really, like, know in advance.
Well, right now, there are weekly Tuesday meetings.
So we're gonna go back to weekly.
But
Right,
what
we
I
said
was
we-
asking President Michelle was to confirm whether we will have a quorum next week, because I do know 4 commissioners will not be here.
That's the reason.
That's
No,
the
no, no,
reason.
but then from now on, assume that it's weekly, because I have a problem with calendar control from the judges.
Assume it's weekly,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we said we would go every other week, but during petition time and all, we
Okay.
go back to the weekly.
Yeah, this is.
So, yeah,
It is weekly, yes, but we have an issue next week, I don't know. if
Yeah, that's fine, I just wanna make sure.
yeah, we'll still go. Yeah.
Alternatively, we could designate a committee and then have everybody else who shows up participate. So we could do 2 and 2 as a committee, and then if we
And
have,
expand as long as there's a bipartisan
Right.
number, unless you get 6, in which case you could be in a regular board meeting.
right. So I move that we designate a committee of 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats to serve next week, unless we have a full quorum, in which case the full quorum will.
Motion on the floor?
Could
Second.
you repeat the motion?
The motion is that in the event of next week's meeting, that we don't have a quorum of 6, we're appointing a committee of 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats to act as the full board. In the event and if 2 more show up, then we have a quorum. We just-
Second.
All in favor? All opposed?
No, we We don't want to do that.
Okay.
We leave it open.
Understood. So it's the first two to get here.
Okay, well, we're moving into executive session. Next meeting will be June 30th at 1:30. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, everybody, back. We are back. In executive session, under personnel, the commissioners have, right, we have looked at the pay that our employees would get and receive, and we have made some adjustments to employees. So on saying that is on chiefs. Borough chiefs, if first year will be 100. Chiefs, starting would be $120,000. After 3 years, they will go to 130. Deputies will start at 115. After 3 years, go to 125. Other general office managers will be receiving a 5% increase on their salaries. Michael Ryan, as, I'm sorry, hold on. On that vote, there was on the,
And is that on the third year for the chiefs and deputies?
no, right, it was, right, there was one abstention
On the third year.
on the, on the third year. Right. There was one abstention within title. Yes, you must be chief for 3 years or a deputy for 3 years.
Chiefs and deputies.
Chiefs and deputies no longer can receive any type of merit pay.
Which commissioner abstained on that vote?
On that vote, Flateau abstained.
Okay. So it's 8-0-1.
Right.
Okay.
Michael Ryan and Dawn Sander. There was a vote and it was unanimous. Michael Ryan will receive a salary of $198,200. Dawn Sander will receive a salary of $182,500. And putting them in line with other commission, campaign finance and all.
Just for the record, the management positions that are receiving 5% increase was also unanimous.
No.
Unanimous. Okay. Any further, there's no further business. I would like to have a motion to,
Actually,
No
we have
personnel.
some other issues that we have to resolve. I got it. You want to do it? Thank you. Shanette Brown, an administrative assistant from the Bronx, will be granted 140 hours of intermittent advance time to be paid back with her accruals upon her return from work. The grant is to be effective immediately. Domingo Delon, an employee in the Brooklyn office, was suspended for 5 workdays in connection with an employee advisory report. That suspension was effective actually yesterday on Monday. And then we have a disciplinary matter with respect to Raquel Torres. First, previously and including this process, Commissioner Arajo recused himself from all aspects of this disciplinary proceeding. The Borough Committee acted, and that consisted of Commissioner Bianca Perez and Commissioner Michael Michelle as so designated. And there has been a stipulation that is being approved by the commissioners, and it is that Ms. Torres will be placed on probation for a period of 1 year. She will be removed as the Queens voting machine facility supervisor and returned to a voting machine technician title. And her annual rate of compensation will be reduced to $32,565, a rate equivalent to that of other Queens VMTs in the same title, and that vote was done 9-0, and Commissioner Arajo is not present today.
He's recused himself.
But he had recused himself previously and is not present today. And I believe that concludes all of the business now.
A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. See everybody next week.